We've had some good like UK music news. I don't know if you lot saw the Instagrams and that. We've got a nice pic, Chip and Bugzy Malone in a photo together.
Didn't see that, but that's dope.
Yeah,
I did see that, yeah.
Thank you for the energy, Vans.
But,
Are you not excited?
Not necessarily, no.
Okay.
Because I'm not excited when either one of them release music.
God damn. Sosa said, alright.
Chip a little bit because I know he's a barist, and like for me, he's great at what he does. Like I know he's a mic man, innit? Yeah, but like music wise, like I'm not going to Chip first.
So for you, you're not really checking for either of them musically. So when you see it, you're like, unless they're clashing again.
Yeah. So like if Chip is doing like a daily duppy or he's going at someone, yeah, I'll tune into that.
It's just funny when these points circle back to the conversation we're having about Chip and Stormzy and my whole tirade at the time, and like,
do you know what I'm saying? So like when
it's not even it's not you.
When I saw that
word, why would you say that?
I was feeling insecure. Can I not have insecurity?
When I saw that, I was just like, okay, it's nice. Like it's good sometimes to see something like that rather than, you know, Donny having an issue all the time.
Yeah,
that's
because
fair.
because after a while, yeah, I'm like, you must be the problem.
No, you're right. I like they said that. I'm not as far left as you with the not being excited. I wasn't like, oh my god. I wasn't like fucking in the house fucking.
Honestly,
doing
I don't even
jacks.
think I like the picture.
Are you a hater for real? What's more like? But no, Van's a hater. We start off the year with hater raid.
No,
man didn't even like the pic.
I said I'm not sure if I.
Nah, if you like the pic, you would have known.
No, not really, because I'd be liking everything.
But that's strategic marketing. That's to hide all the other shenanigans. Man be liking Bunda and suddenly start liking like motivational quotes, some black stuff,
Black Pound
business
Day,
stuff, like
Black
man, like
Pound Day,
stocks and
that.
shares, Black Pound Day, just like diversify your feed.
bits and pieces.
Yeah, you got to confuse your enemies from time to time. Because if only you knew like 10 minutes ago, bare Bunda.
What? Can I not be multifaceted now?
Let them know. Eclectic.
Do you know what I mean?
You get me?
A man with range. But yeah, no.
You know?
Do you know what? It's
The pod pappy.
But you know what? Yeah.
Don't touch me. Guys, like, listen, relax, cool down,
chill.
Yeah.
Leaning on to the point of Bugzy and Chip, I think that it's good to see what they've become, and you know, the leaps and bounds that they've made from when they were first going at each other. Like everything just seems a lot more glossier. I hope the song is good after all that.
They rarely are ever though. When they do the whole like, we need to go in history and look like post beef when artists actually go and do music together. It's never like.
Use examples.
Meek and Drake wasn't that good.
Going bad.
That's cool.
That's all right. I kind of like it. I grew to like it.
You grew to
Same.
like
I
fungus.
grew to-
You grew.
I grew to like it. Like I didn't like it at first.
I genuinely don't remember the song.
Yeah. So that leads to my point that maybe it wasn't that good because Haich didn't.
Good video, big video as well. You know.
No, nice video. I like seeing it. It's more about the
When
moment.
they was in the suits and
Yeah,
that.
It's more about the moment. I just
T.I.
think,
with his turtleneck and the Malcolm X glasses.
ferociously.
The J Prince in a mob tie hat.
You know, better leave J Prince alone. Yeah. No. So
I reckon the song will be good.
I hope it's good.
Do you think their styles match?
No.
Like
I don't
for it to be good on a song, not necessarily like
They need someone.
for it to
They need
make
someone.
sense to
They need someone
anyone,
doing a
but-
hook other than one of them two.
I don't think that them two together could make a bad decision.
That could be a story. They'll make it into a story.
Like
music wise.
that-
But the thing is, they could just simply be catering to grime and grime heads only, which over a beat, all they need to do is come with their hardest 16.
I think if Chip's smart, knowing his tactics, it is going to be a grime tune where they're just kind of going back to back. So it's a lyrical exercise. They're not taking shots at each other, but there might be one little line where it's like it could be interpreted as like going at, because you know some rappers like Jadakiss, you know from history, it's like man get on records with Jada and they didn't realize he's going at them.
He's killing them.
Like he's killing them. And man is spitting their best verse. This is the best you ever performed.
Jada is
This is the
killing,
best you
man,
ever performed, but Jada's actually taking shots. You just don't realize. So it might be that with Chip. I hope it's not, because I would like to think that they've patched things up and they've got to a point where everything's cool. For me, when I see that photo though, I wasn't as far left as Vans. Like I was happy to see it, and I was actually like, I would like to see what this will sound like. It was confirmation to me that Bugzy may have lost the battle but won the war, because you don't link up. Because if Chip absolutely buries him, he doesn't link up. If Meek absolutely buried Drake, they don't link up and do music together. It's like if you can't beat them, join
Drake
them.
100% buried Meek. There was no two ways about that.
No, I'm saying if Meek was in the other shoe, if it was the other way around, Meek isn't linking up with Drake, because it was meant to go that like we was happy. Okay, cool. We've got a street rapper that's going to take out Drake. They're singing our nigga.
What makes you say that?
I don't think Meek is helping him out after, like, he's not doing that. I crossed you. I'm now declare it's only me. Because remember Meek come up, it was like Meek, Cole, Kendrick, Sean.
School.
There was like a school of them. Wale to a certain degree with May back, and I was still kind of in the shadow of Rick Ross. Then you kind of go in the lane of like Ross is leaning into like being a boss, and he's still an artist, but like his classic material. He's big homie now, and he's going maybe not the same level, but like I'm having my Jay-Z moment where I've got my own roster in it. He had like Stylee and all the other people, but like Meek was the one that worked in it. Meek for and it's still to a degree the front run in terms of street rapper that kind of gives you old school energy a little bit. He was the one guy, but there's still this Drake guy who just numbers wise was always killing you. So I don't see Meek and his temperament. I don't see him, if it was other around, him beating Drake the way Drake beat him, and him going, we're linking up and doing a song together on my next album. That's how I see it in it. But that could just be me being too analytical.
Is there any credit in that though?
What do you mean in regards to what for Bugzy?
So, or do you mean the artists in general?
Like just in general with what you were saying, the examples that you used, that if Meek was to undeniably body Drake, like, and him not reaching out the arm like how Drake did, don't you think like even if you beat someone later on down the line, if it's not even that deep, we can still collaborate?
But that's the pivotal bit. It depends on why we have a problem. If you have an actual personal problem, that's like can't be resolved. Obviously everything can be resolved, but some things feel like they can't.
Because I don't feel like, you know, what Chip and Bugzy had gone through together, like I don't think it was something that serious for them down the line to never not work. It was just.
But Chip was definitely offending because it was like you're losing the gateway of the kind of the energy shift towards me as an entry point. Because Bugzy was a thing. I'd seen him on Jay-Z music, but he wasn't Bugzy Malone as of yet. King Clash and Chip definitely boosted his profile. And if you already maybe had misgivings about Chip being in the grime space, because there were people that were like, oh, he's coming back to grime, you could easily go over to a Bugzy and it's new energy. You're one guy from a city, and even if he didn't come Broadwater Farm in Tottenham, he came to the ends. That's the narrative, isn't it? Because Chip responded to, you was a tourist, you only came to the stadium, but he came. So those things for some people are they're a strike for you that you did your thing, and he was ready to kind of go back and forth, and there were shots left and right, and it went on for a little while. It wasn't just a quick back and forth. There was energy for a little while. And Chip even said like, "You're here because of my career." Like I'm basically battling someone who's got my whole catalogue of years of work and stuff to say about me when I don't really know this guy. So I always feel like I could be being too analytical and trying to read between lines. I'm looking, if that was you ain't doing that. Maybe with the Drake and Meek's a little bit different because Drake has been doing music with Rick Ross and got so much classic material, and they'd had songs, him and Meek previously, where it's like, you know what, if this thing ain't that mad, then maybe you can resolve it for the sake of music, innit? And Drake does have that kind of nice persona as well. So for someone like him, I do see why for him it's like, you know, I don't lose anything. I won the battle.
He sounds like someone that can reason with another person.
I won the battle, and like it depends. Obviously, if Meek's energy is good when he comes out, I'm not saying it's impossible. I just look and I feel like for me, confirmation specifically with Chip and Bugzy. I was obviously drawing a parallel with Meek and Drake, but specifically Chips and Bugzy, because we did the episode and we had the they released a photo before. It was around like Christmas time, and Giggs does this like Christmas dinner, and they kind of got them together.
I remember
it's like
that.
You're both around us, but there's this kind of weird energy because you have an issue in it. Same way like how I think Crep's always been kind of on Chip and Young'un resolving their thing, but I don't know if that's ever been sorted, whatever. But it's like we're all around each other. It doesn't need to be mad. You're rich, I'm doing well. Like let's figure this thing out. But musically, it'd only have to be like a pure grime song for it kind of to like pique my interest. If they surprise me and release a banger, fair enough, innit?
Yeah, I mean, like, I'm not gonna be. I'll listen to it eventually. I'm just saying, like, I'm not running to it. I'm not running to it. Like,
I'm gonna drag you there kicking this for the sake of
I'll listen to it and you know, I'll give like my critique. I don't even know what Bugzy Malone talks about in his music. Do you?
He's a storyteller.
Yeah, he's a storyteller.
What stories?
About his dad.
His family life, his struggle. I remember he's gone through stuff. He had the crash, so he's for someone like him. There's a lot of pain in his music, innit? Even though we get like B Malone and like Topless on the Gram and he's living like Black Batman, he does tell a lot of stories, innit? So I'm joking. Like, when I look at, I don't care if I look. I'm like, raw. I'm inspired. Like,
For real.
Oh,
bro,
yeah, like,
you were living
what?
your dream, bruv. Especially like you come through the game.
I scanned
late.
his gram, like, and I was like, yeah, kudos to this Don. Like, because what he's like been able to do, you know, from that point has been nothing short of amazing.
No,
do you know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
Like, he's fully patterned himself. He's patterned his career. And I don't even know where he's gonna take it from here. Like, he may create like a thriving scene in Manny.
That's what I think.
Of his success.
People want to see as well, like putting on artists locally. I think he's had a little bit of those criticism early, but it's like,
give people time.
Yeah,
Because how long has it been?
he's got to get in position, innit? So
Like, yeah, fully like pattern yourself properly, like, and then you're able to do certain things, man. Like, you know, so it'll get there. And sometimes if you rush the process, you'll end up with the wrong artists. Don't like put people on just for the sake of it. Like, it needs to be right, because you got to protect your own your own interests as well. Like, you know, as opposed to someone else's.
no, it's very true. I'll be interested to see what happens. But yeah, no, it was nice to see, and there's no one died in it, so we can figure this thing out, innit? So
When's have they confirmed?
no,
the
just like a coming soon. I think Chip's project is meant to come out end of this month as well. And I was quite vocal about like when's it coming and like the delay and all the stuff with the marketing.
The delay was based on Stormzy's response.
Yeah, non-response in it. So we'll see what happens. But yeah, I'm interested to see.
Stormzy's out in GH doing drill with the Ghanaian artists.
Live your life, bruv.
He's on a remix of apparently a popular drill song out there.
Yeah.
So
I'll be disappointed if I get no Chip response though.
you'll get a line or two, I think.
Yeah, on an album. So it has to. Like, I can't not do that. You know, and I'll be interested to see how many shots, if any, Chip takes on the project as well. That's the only thing as well, because of his style, yeah. Any line that's like at an MC, I think we'll just picture it out as Stormzy.
Chip
Even if it's not justified.
that never, like, he's always got something to say. You know, them dons there.
Yeah. But listen, fair play to him. When we're speaking about projects of 2020 with the 90s baby lot, we spoke about Insomnia. So
yeah,
he definitely had a moment in 2020, which I don't think we can ignore with regards to.
He absolutely bodied every song that he was on. I'm sorry, bro.
He did his job.
Chip did a madness.
He did his job. So more power to him. I hope the new project kind of quietens maybe my issues I had in regards to.
I hope it shuts me up.
Yeah, with regards to musicality, I want him to win, and I want the ability to match with like the good music in it. That's what I really want. So I'm hopeful, and we'll see what happens. But